Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh WRB here, bringing you a brand new review, and today, talking to you guys about Ghost in the Shell. So, Ghost in the Shell stars Scarlett Johansson. It is directed by Rupert Sanders. Rupert Sanders also directed Snow White and the Huntsman, so he is kind of, I guess he's used to these remakes. Here's the plot of Ghost in the Shell. In a near future, Major, played by Scarlett Johansson, is the first of her kind, a human saved from a terrible crash who is cyber-enhanced to be a perfect soldier devoted to stopping the world's most dangerous criminals. When terrorism reaches a new level that includes the ability to hack into people's minds and control them, Major is uniquely qualified to stop it. As she prepares to face a new enemy, Major discovers that she has been lied to. Her life was not saved, it was stolen. She will stop at nothing to recover her past, find out who did this to her, and stop them before they do it to others. Based on the international acclaimed Japanese anime of the same name from 1995, this is a whitewashed remake for America, so you will go to the theater, they put Scarlett Johansson in the front. So this movie starts off really well. So I got to go to the IMAX fan first screening thing, so I saw the first 15 minutes of this in IMAX 3D, and I was so excited to see this. They just teased me completely. So the first 15 minutes opens up. It's the scene from the trailer with the hacking of the brains and the cool manga masks and stuff like that. So I went into this like knowing the first 15 minutes are amazing and couldn't wait to see the rest. And after the first 15 minutes of the movie, it just literally turns into this. For about the next half hour to 45 minutes of the movie, they're just walking around really slowly. There's hardly any dialogue to this movie because it is all style over substance. There is some of the worst dialogue I've ever seen in a movie in this movie, and it looks so good while it's doing it that I don't know, like you can't forgive it because there's no, like, I read you the story. That is the story, yes. But I didn't even really get that from this movie because I didn't know that synopsis going in. I didn't know what the hell was going on. All the action scenes, I don't understand the director's choice to juxtapose, I guess, the action scenes with complete like still camera after it and slow moving people. Every time there's any type of action in this movie, it just cuts out and goes to absolutely nothing for the next like 20 to 30 minutes of the movie. So I don't know, there's only like 4 or 5 actiony parts in this movie, and they're all, except for an action scene at the end, all of the great action parts of this movie are literally in the trailer, and then a whole bunch of just walking and talking and exposition the whole time. There's no I am severely disappointed from this movie because from a visual standpoint, like the poster I got and all the visuals in this movie look really good, except for some of the establishing shots of the city coming in. Like, yes, I understand what they're going for. It looked like, for me, because Blade Runner did come out first before the original anime, you can see how much Blade Runner had an influence on the look of this movie. Like, just the aesthetic of the live action movie as well. When she's driving down the street on her motorcycle and they're flying, I thought to myself, man, this just looks like a really clean Blade Runner. That's all I could think. So obviously the original source material is profound, and I really should watch it because it has influenced some of my favorite movies and TV shows now. Like, it influenced Westworld. It's obviously major influence for Matrix and a bunch of other sci-fi movies. So like, I just really wanted this movie to be as good as all the things that have spawned from the original. So this movie was super disappointing to me, other than the visuals, which were amazing. It looked like they spent all their money on that, and apparently, like my friend Ben said, it really stayed true to the original movie. Like, all the beats that it had were there, and there was a lot of like scene for scene like remakes, or just like shot for shot remakes of certain scenes as well, which I think is really cool, and it looked awesome. But that was it. There's literally a scene in this movie where they're on a boat, and the whole scene is like, we didn't ask to be here. It's like, I never do. Okay. And then that's the scene. Why was that scene there? I don't know. It literally didn't bring the story forward at all. And that there's so many scenes like that in this movie. And then there's like full 20-minute periods without talking. And I'm just really, really disappointed by this. I wanted it to have just a little more heart. And it felt like, and this is my analogy for the movie, it felt like there was it's a shell of a movie with no ghost inside. So there you go. That's what I thought of the movie. It's getting 2 out of 6 bottles from me. It just was style over substance. That's all I got for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm sorry that it wasn't as good as you probably want it to be as well, but this is just my opinion. I really want you guys to go out and see it and give me your opinion as well. So let me know in the comments if you saw this movie and what you thought of it. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to click this video you see on the screen. You might actually like it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Have a nice day, guys.